The Witch of Moon's Lane presents
How to Witch, bitch.
Welcome to another episode of How to Witch Bitch with Michelle, the Witch of Moon's Lane. In this episode, we're going to have a chat about herbs, rituals, spells, things like that. Because I think is that kind of the basis of witchcraft?
Yes.
Yeah. So those three are the top three.
Yes.
So how do you learn about this kind of stuff? Like, is there an internet page that you go to and you just search
Well, again,
spells?
it depends.
Or do you create them yourself?
So I create a lot of my spells myself.
Okay.
Because I'm channeling, so I'm channeling. But in saying that, there's loads of spells that you can go on, and you can say to yourself, all right, I'm going to take a little bit of this and a little bit of that, as long as the intention behind it is what you're sort of wanting. There are certainly certain herbs that you wouldn't use in different spells. You know, like, for example, there are certain herbs, like for love, for example, I'll always use roses because roses is just it's a beautiful flower that I would put in. I always use rosemary. As I said before, rosemary is in practically everything because I'm always forgetting a herb, or I'm doing it on the go. But it's not also about the herbs, it's also about the day. So, for example, on a Friday is when you would do love. So Friday
Why
is
Friday?
Because I work with Freya, and Freya is the goddess of love, and she, of course, is Friday. That's where it comes from. So again,
Everyone loves Freya.
Even Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are all named after gods and goddesses.
Right.
So Friday. So Saturday is for if you're doing banishing. So banishing, now 9 o'clock would be a good time to do it. So timing is really good as well, depending on where the moon is, if it's waning, if it's full. But basically if you've got to do a spell on the fly and it has to be to do with love, I would choose Friday. I would use a red candle. I would use rosemary. I would also use probably oregon. I would probably use roses. I would use also different types of herbs as well. But the other thing I actually do use is I use essence. We haven't spoken about that, but I actually use essential oils as well. So I pop that in as well for the smell. So I usually use Bulgarian rose or something like that. Sometimes I use orange. So orange is really because it brings the sweetness.
Yep.
So you got to look at different things like that. So if you want to sort of fire it up, say a love spell, so you want to sort of fire up in the bedroom, for example, you put a little bit of chili in.
Oh.
Fire, that type of thing.
And what do you do with that? So you've done all that. You've popped it into your cauldron.
I would do a candle, and I would put down the person's name that I would like to maybe fire up with. If you don't know signals, which is also another thing we can look at, or if you don't know the witch's alphabet, you can actually just write it down. That's not a problem. I also would put a little pepper in as well to pepper it up. And again, the types of crystals I would be using would be either rose quartz or just normal quartz as well. Red jasper is also a great one to put in as well. But there's lots of different things. You can put a little bit of mugwort in. But again, you light that up. Now, it depends if you're wanting to heat it up, but if you're wanting to attract a mate. So then you'd put different types of herbs in of the type of person that you want to sort of attract. So maybe a bit of chili for a little bit of motivation and fun. You might want to go for a little bit of lavender because you want them to be calm as well, so as in their temperament. So it depends on what it is and who you are wanting to bring in.
So all the herbs represent the things that you want to happen within. So creating the spell is bringing in all of the things that you want, putting it into the cauldron, setting fire to it.
Well, that's it, because I'm a fire witch. I love to set fire to everything.
Yes. I can imagine.
And everything with most people do anyway, because it's about re-earthing it. So it's about transmuting. So everything's about transformation and energy. And so when you sort of, that's why we burn back the bush. You burn it back so that it can renew, regrow and re-life. Put life to it. And so that's what we're doing. We're just basically setting it on fire for renewal and rebirth.
And then you would go and bury that.
I bury it. I like to bury my spells, yeah. So I bury
in your house,
or you can sprinkle in the rose bush. You can
Okay.
you can sprinkle it in the sea if that's what you're wanting to do as
around
well.
your house, are there like little spots everywhere that you've buried stuff?
Yeah. And I mean, there's also other things that you can do too. I mean, if you want to go and you're not really into all of that, you can get their hair, you can get your hair and you can tie it in a knot. You can wrap it in red. You can put a love crystal in it and you can put it under your bed, especially if you're having marital problems, and it will hold that person to you. And if you want to put a little bit of a little bit of pepper and a little bit of spice and that to spice up your bedroom, and you pop that underneath, you can certainly do that as well. So, yes.
It's all intention, isn't it?
It is intention.
It's creating what you want.
Yeah.
And that's the underlying thing that I think as we are going through all of our episodes is it's that underlining you taking control of what you want.
Yes.
And that positive affirmation, this is what I want, this is how, as opposed to going, everything's shit, I don't know what to do, I'm just going to sit here and wallow. It's going, no, I need help from this, so I will light a candle to help me. I will burn this to help me. Yeah. It's all your intention.
Yes.
So is that the basis of witchcraft?
That is the basis of witchcraft.
Thank you. Done. Next. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, and also the types of things when you think about it, like so I make teas, and so my teas, I have a money tea. So tea originally was a form of currency, and so it has that value with it. So, of course, when you're doing anything like money spells, you'd be bringing in the herbs from that, the herbs from herbal tea, and I actually do put tea within my spells because it does have that intent for years and years. It was the mint. That's why they call it mint. The mint.
Oh, my gosh. Stop blowing my mind. My mind.
So my tea, my money tea, it's got spearmint in it. It's got peppermint in it. Yeah. So it's got all the different types of mint in it. It's got oregano in it. It's got rosemary in it. It's got all these beautiful different.
It's a lizard, sorry, that just went past.
Well, guess
I didn't expect that.
Okay, so that's rebirth.
What do you mean?
So, okay, lizards mean rebirth. So if they come in,
that was like a massive lizard, not like a, okay.
Yeah. So he's coming to say hello. So he's basically about shedding your old skin and renewal, and we're just talking about that. So he definitely represents probably the snake. Now, okay, we don't go into snakes, but as a witch,
I'm just going to put my feet up on the ground.
Snakes are very important.
Do you have a snake? No. Good, I'm glad.
No, unfortunately, I had a beautiful bulldog, and he passed away. And a lovely lady who has 6 cats came in and says, I have a black cat. And I think she felt sorry for me because she was thinking that a witch should have a cat. So I've adopted a cat. It's black. He's 6, big green eyes. And, so we're just getting to know one another.
Right. Just back away from the lizard that's just run through Carrara Markets. There we go. Into right past us as we're recording this here in the Witch of Moons Lane shop. Lovely.
He often comes in and says hello.
Does he really?
Yeah.
What were we talking about before that?
The mint.
Oh, the mint.
Yeah, so that's why they call it the mint.
So these things that you've mentioned, putting things underneath beds, doing all that kind of the spells, you obviously teach people how to do it. You sell the products.
So basically what I do is a lot of people don't have time to do it. So what I do is I do it for them. So I have all my candles are basically ranging, and they range from meditation, love, money, and focus. So basically things that you need in your day-to-day life that you light the candle, you turn it around, you say the chant. So the chant is already there. It's already been put, all the ingredients have already been put under a full moon. I've already done the spell work on it. So all you do is just come in and light it and do the chant and sort of activate the spell, okay? And so, again, words are spells. So if you're sitting there saying, focus, focus, come to thee, focus in all forms, now see me, and you're got a candle that's got all the essence of the types of oils that are for focus and growth, and you're also telling the universe this is what you want. Well, of course, you're going to leave with a more positive mindset.
Absolutely,
I've got clarity today, and I'm doing that. It's a bit like the parking angels. Do you do this?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
So my friends don't know how I do this, but I'll just go in and I'll go, and there'll be people everywhere, especially at Christmas, and I just go parking angels, and people just laugh at me, and I do it, but I always get a spot, and I always get a park, and it's always just at the front.
Isn't that funny?
Now, other people that are going in, i.e. my husband, we can never get a park here.
So you're never going to get a park then?
He never gets a park.
Exactly, because that's what he said.
And now he's doing parking
Hilarious.
Angels, and he gets a park. So, I'm not here to tell you what to think and what to believe. All I'm saying is that you choose your path. But if you choose a path that makes you happy, then why not continue on that path? If it's not hurting anybody else,
why not bring in more positive
what
stuff?
What does it matter? What does it matter? What I believe is what you believe. So as long as you're a good person, and that's it.
Yeah, because I think the perception as well is that witches use spells to hurt people, to bad negative things to people.
Well, I think that there are certainly people that maybe might need some psychiatric care that might be doing that.
Yes.
Yes. I'm not saying that they're not. And I'm not saying that they're not delving in to the dark, because remember, there is light energy and dark energy. And so it's when those people come to me that I help them through the dark to bring them back to the light.
Whereas some people, they don't know they're in the dark, so they stay in the dark. Is that what? They're coming to you for help.
Yeah.
You're helping them through showing them.
Because they feel that someone's put negative spells on them. So I'm not saying that there aren't people out there doing black witchcraft, because there are. Mm-hmm. And if your intent is bad and it is upon somebody else, of course that's going to flow through. But we're talking about me, and that is not what I believe in. That is not my type of witchcraft in any way, shape or form. However, I do know how to go in there and remove a spell and take the spell off and to go in. So that's when I go ghost hunting as well. So I go into a home and I'll go and I'll sage it and I'll feel if there's spirit in the room. If it's good, it's dark, whatever it is. It's the same sort of thing to sort of tell them to sort of go towards the next light or the next reincarnation experience, to move on, because they're not wanted in this home anymore. But there's always going to be, you're going to meet people that you go out and you go, oh, something's a bit off about them.
Oh, absolutely.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So, whatever they're doing in their personal life, I mean, they could be physically doing it, or they could be doing it through, spell work, whatever that is. But again, if you know a little bit about it and can protect yourself, then nothing can hurt you.
Yeah, because we haven't even got into Ouija boards yet.
Yeah, and how to protect yourself.
And how to protect yourself as well.
Yeah.
Which is something I will struggle to talk about that one, because you know my theory on Ouija boards, and even though I am totally and utterly against them, you've always tried to convince me to do them, but I will not.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, I don't have any in the store.
Yes, you do, don't you?
No, I actually took them away, so I don't have any in the store at the moment.
I'm glad. So when you do a spell, is there a certain ritual that you do along with it? Because rituals and spells, different things. Rituals are the way in which you do things.
Yep.
Spells are the actual they're the creating.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it depends. Like if you've got a coven and you've got a lot more people, it's a lot more ritualistic sort of thing. But if it's just you on your own, and everybody does this differently. Personally, for me, I actually do have ceremonial robes. So I'll go and put those on.
Wow.
And I'll come out and they've basically got the hood. And sometimes I will even draw a bit more pagan things on my face. So there's some photos. You can go back on there and look at that. So I kind of definitely do that. I do like
Is that dressing for the occasion?
So I do dress for the occasion, So it's a bit like my normal day, and then it's a bit like my alter ego.
It's a uniform.
So it's a uniform. So I'm going into witch bitch on that part,
absolutely,
right?
I get it.
So, I mean business. So when I'm in there, I'm very much about this is what I'm doing. I'm very much aware that I have to respect my gods as well as respecting myself and respecting whoever I'm doing the spell for, or so that's basically more just the respect value of what I'm doing. So I put on my garb and I go out and I normally do it inside. On a full moon, though, I will do stuff outside. Okay, which is really different. I like to go to the beach. I like to do big circles on the beach as well, and that's when I bring in other people, but we can talk about that later. But if I'm just doing it for myself on home, I will actually do a little circle around myself and my altar, and I will just sort of work from there. But I will be in ceremony robes, or basically just so like a priestess sort of.
You feel comfortable with that?
Yes.
Yes. So that it's that dressing for the occasion. So you've just been Michelle the wife, Michelle the mother, the cat lover, whatever, well, not the cat that loves you, all that kind of stuff. And then this is game on mode. This is your work mode.
Yeah. Definitely. And then I guess some people will say, am I wearing anything under that robe?
Well, I didn't think that, but now I am.
Yeah. And
no, it's not. Are you?
It depends.
Okay, good.
It depends.
Yep,
Sometimes I don't.
Okay. There is a nudity factor with the full moon.
Yeah.
They're kind of funny together when you think about it. But it is something that we've discussed in the past, is that on the full moon, that's something where you run around naked.
I can.
Anyone can, but
I can.
Just on that night.
Yeah. It's just been sky clad. You know what it is? It's about me coming without. It's me. Mm-hmm. It's all of me. I don't have anything that is like a mask.
So
I'm me.
Like you've put your crystals in the full moon, you're putting yourself in the full moon as well.
Basically.
Full nudie, full moon.
Yeah.
So nothing around you.
Yeah. So basically you come into the world with nothing on. That's it. It's a rebirth. And so that's all it is. It's like I'm presenting myself of who I am. I'm the authentic me. I'm not dressing up where I'm putting on, lots of jewelry and all of that. I put on a little robe, usually with nothing on. I take the robe off when I start.
Mm-hmm. No, because Ellie's actually another...
And the tits hit the ground.
Oh, nice. Sensation. Oh, it's fallen in the cauldron again. Oh, pick it up. Oh, hey.
My fucking right one's on fire.
Oh, my right tit's in the candle again. Jesus.
Yeah, so again, that's what it all depends on who you are. But personally, for me, if I'm with a group of people, I'm not going to do that. Of course, I'm not going to do that. I'll have my robe on. But if I'm doing spells for myself, I will just have the robe on and I will be naked. And that is because this is all of me. I'm being authentic. I don't have anything to hide behind. I have nothing to hide behind. It is just me.
Yep.
So they can see all of me.
Mm-hmm. Who's they? The gods.
The gods, the goddesses, the energy. The energy flows through me.
Well, we've gone to a number of different places today, haven't we?
We have.
We really have.
I know. I'm sure there'll be questions.
I'm sure there will be many questions. One thing I'd love to go back to in another episode as well is speaking of the ghosts and the spirits, because I think that's not every witch is going to have that ability to speak to people past, and that's where you're very unique, where you have that ability as well.
Yeah.
I think we'd love to hear some of those stories and your experiences with that, knowing that is you, not everybody that is going to, because I think there's a perception that if you become a witch, you're all of a sudden going to be speaking to this and, you know, having messages, but it is really that ritualistic simplicity of bringing in good things for good. Yes. That's what I'm kind of getting, the gist of this over these episodes that we've been speaking about is actually it's positive thoughts, it's affirmations, it's creating goodness in a way. It's not... the dark arts that we think it is and all that kind of stuff. There's actually a really beautiful thing to it.
So when everyone was pagan, it was basically they all would go out with the naked truth of praying to the sky gods and things, so that their crops would come and they would be able to feed their children. It comes from a very innocent place.
It really does.
Praying that, after the snow left, that there would be ground and sun to return to feed their families. I mean, this is where you want to go back to Neolithic and all of that. That's basically what it was.
I want to, and we will do that on another episode as well. Michelle, thank you very much. Please, any comments, your reaction to many things that have happened on today's episode. Thank you, Michelle.
You're welcome.
Woodwork Podcasts.